This week on This is America and the World, we offer you a trip to some very special places around the world as we revisit unique locations from our travels in recent years. The difficult times of today make it easy to forget the world is filled with friendly people, rich cultures, and wonderful places. On this program, a fun visit to a honky-tonk bar in Tokyo, the stunning Greek islands of Mykonos and Delos, and the souk, the marketplace in Muscat, Oman, which goes back hundreds of years. First, the past and the present come together in a town square in Estonia. In the capital city of Tallinn, the #1 tourist attraction is Old Town, and the town hall square with its historic sites and stunning architecture of medieval churches, palaces, walls, and castles, and a pharmacy that dates back to the 1400s. Wander about Tallinn and enjoy present-day museums, gardens, shops, and of course, restaurants. Old Town, how old?
How old? It's
the first question.
Yes. So the city was already founded in 13th century when the Danes came here in 1219, and quite quickly they established the old town. And a lot of the buildings we see around, they go back to that period, so 13th, 15th century. The walls inside are from medieval times already.
This is the #1 tourist attraction in Tallinn, huh?
Oh, definitely, yes, definitely.
As we're standing here and looking around, tell me a little bit about this building right over here to our right. What's going on here?
Right, so this place is called the Town Hall because it used to be a town hall. Nowadays, not anymore, but used to be one. And it was already built like this in this shape in 1404. So quite a special building to have. And we're quite lucky to have it actually because in 1944, Tallinn was bombed. And a part of the old town gets hit as well. Luckily, most of it didn't, but a part gets hit, and one of the streets that got hit is right near here, and the town hall actually lost its spire, so the top part burned down, but luckily the rest of it didn't.
Wow, that's absolutely spectacular. So 2 flags. Tell me about the flags.
So the one on the left is the Estonian flag, blue, black and white.
Yeah.
And of course it has symbolism as well. The blue is for the sky and the heaven above. The black is for the earth and the suffering of the people. And the white is for purity and hope. So quite a nice flag, no blood, nothing like that. And there is actually a second version. If you're a bit more poetic, you might like that one, that says that our flag is like the Estonian countryside in winter. So you can actually imagine when the sky is blue, the trees are black without leaves, and the snow is white.
Whoa.
So there's actually a lot of pictures that look like our flag. And the other one on the right, the blue and white striped, this is the flag of the city. So flag of Tallinn, and it represents the sea. At the very corner, if you look this way, at the far corner on the left, there's this yellow building, and this is actually the oldest continuously working pharmacy in Europe.
Oh, I've heard about that.
Yes, so 1422 already was established, and since then has been operating.
You've taken many tours around.
Yes.
Of all of the buildings that we're looking at right now, which is your favorite and which captures your attention? Huh?
My favorite, I think.
Because we haven't covered this side as
Yes,
well. The Pizzeria Grill is what you're going to say. It's your favorite,
Actually, in a way, yes. It's nothing. I love pizza, I'm not gonna lie. But there is another reason, because I've been in there.
It's a little doorway, right?
Yeah, and if you go inside, the interior is all hand painted by Estonian artists. So it's very, very pretty inside as well. So from the outside, nothing too special, but worth stepping inside as well.
Whoa, just beautiful, just stunning.
While in Old Town, we wandered about and ducked into a building on a side street that's home to a group of very talented artists.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Beautiful. Are you speaking English?
A little. I understand.
Ah, you understand.
These textiles are, most of these are from Soviet time. From
The pattern.
pattern.
The
yeah.
pattern.
My grandmother in Estonia made these quilts the same log cabin pattern 100 years ago.
Whoa.
It's well known in all the world.
From Soviet-inspired quilts, we moved along to, get this, ceramic fish.
The building belongs to the city government, and we don't pay a very commercial rent, so we are able
Otherwise
to pay.
we wouldn't be able to.
Otherwise,
We wouldn't be
don't
able to.
pay like restaurants paying the fish.
Now, did you come up with this idea of doing the fish?
Yes,
You did, and now it's just exploded.
it was a very stupid idea to take a mold of a real fish. So I went to Baltia market and bought a salted herring and put it in a plaster. And of course I have worked on it a little bit, but I wanted to try how to make a mold from a lively thing, not like lively is maybe not the best word, but yeah, and it stank horribly, but it has paid off.
That's good. And thank you so much for this part of our education. And if I enticed you with a slice of pizza, would you?
I would.
You would.
100%.
Good deal.
Underwriting for This Is America and the World is made possible by the Japan-America Society of Washington, D.C., the Republic of Uzbekistan, the Sultanate of Oman, the Kingdom of Morocco, the National Association for Children of Addiction, Faces and Voices of Recovery, the Forerunner Foundation, the Rotondaro Family Trust, and the Embassy Series, uniting people through musical diplomacy. Few things say America more than Texas, and everything in Texas is big. But we found Little Texas deep in the heart of Tokyo, where everybody was having a great time, enjoying many things we think of as truly American.
How does it come that we have Little Texas in the middle of Tokyo?
Our common habit is country music and dance and horseback riding.
So this is a very famous place, isn't it?
Thank you very much. So tiny, so little. Yeah, Texas, you know.
Have you been to Texas?
Sure.
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 How many times?
Over 50.
50 times.
Yes. Yes.
And what do you love about Texas?
Yes, sure. Yeah. Texas is a little different place in Los Angeles and New York. New York is exciting. Los Angeles is so beautiful. But Texas is so they have a deep cowboy culture. Yes.
Do you have a favorite country western star?
Oh, you mean an artist?
Yeah.
Artist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your favorite? Do you have a favorite?
Yeah, Waylon Jennings.
Waylon Jennings, sure. And your favorite? Your big star?
John Stewart and Luke Bryan.
Luke Bryan?
Bryan and Lady Antebellum.
Now, Little Texas, little tiny club in Japan.
Yes.
Now, the people who come here,
Yes.
are they Japanese or are they like American tourists?
Yes, both.
Both?
Yes.
But like tonight, will it be mainly Japanese?
Yes. Maybe tonight is many Japanese.
Many Japanese. Now, what kind of food here?
Food
Oh, so
here?
it's food and drinks.
Yes, and in a Tex-Mex.
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 Ah.
Yeah. Chicken fried steak.
Chicken fried steak.
Yes, and a Texas barbecue.
So small kitchens we have.
Do you do the cooking?
Yes.
Oh, you're the cook?
Yeah.
So how many people will be able to come and sit and listen to the performance?
Around 50.
50.
About 50 people.
Yes.
And do they pay something to come in? Like a ticket price?
2,200 N.
2,200 yen?
Yeah.
Around the
$20.
$20. Around $20.
Oh, it's so good. And so
And
how-
they eat and they drink. And
they have
yeah,
eating
little
and drinking?
expensive, yes.
So they have a good time. Now, how many people in the band?
Band is maybe 5 person.
Whoa!
Yes, five
people.
persons.
So guitar, bass, drums.
Yeah, drums and a singer. And
singer?
Singer.
Uh-huh.
Tonight is so beautiful young ladies.
Country music.
Yes, sure.
And what else?
Yes. Now and a country dance.
Country dance.
Yes.
So you do line dancing
Yes,
as well?
line dance, both of them. And a partner dance,
Do you teach
Yes.
people how to do the line dancing?
Yes, sure.
Oh, you say yes, sure. How many students do you?
Yeah, 500.
What?
Yes, 500 Japanese learn to.
500 Japanese?
Yes, very, very nice people.
Over how long a period of time?
29 years. Well,
29 years,
Yes,
and you have
ye-
all these students come. You're very famous here in Japan.
no.
No, yes. But the club is very famous, and people know, and they come.
Thank you very much.
And they have a good time.
Yeah,
And
we're so
all
proud.
of these wonderful things that are around us. Do you have a favorite of all the things around us? Which one do you think is the best?
Best どれが一番
Yeah?
とって
Do
も
you
好き
have
な
a
ことです
favorite
か
of things around? Huh?
ネオンじゃない違うのあれ
Don't mess.
Don't mess with Texas.
Oh, don't mess with
本当は
Texas.
しなきゃダメなんじゃない
Don't mess with Texas, yeah?
And little Texas and the neon sign.
Oh, the neon
Yes,
sign
that's
is
original.
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 Wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
大丈夫でしたか
Wonderful.
I sweat.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
The island of Mykonos is famous the world over as one of the top tourist destinations in Greece. I spoke with the mayor and one of the island's top guides.
How many people come to visit Mykonos every year?
It's year, the last 2 years approximately, they came around 2 million persons per year.
2 million.
2 million.
And in an off season, what would the population be?
The Mykonians are 10,000.
10,000 to 2 million people.
Indeed.
So, hospitality, service, hotels, tourism is the name of the game, huh?
Of course. Mykonians know very well the tourism industry. We have tourism in Mykonos since the 30s. We have 80 years of tourism, so we know very well the tourism industry. The services in Mykonos, the quality of services is great, and this helps visitors from all over the world, even the most famous and the most rich people of the planet. They love to come in Mykonos because they take great services.
We're coming here just on a day trip. What are 2 or 3 things you would say you must see, or you must experience, you must do?
For sure, you have to visit Delos. Then, for sure, you have to make a walk in the city of Mykonos. It's a pedestrian city, which is very characteristic for a Greek island. And then, for sure, you have to visit one of the wonderful sandy beaches of the island.
Mr. Mayor, thank
very
you
much.
so much.
Enjoy.
Thank you for your time. Tell me, what do you love about Mykonos?
Where should I start from? The architecture, the magnificent architecture of the city that makes this place like a charming labyrinth. Is it the white and cubicle houses, the contrasting color of all the doors and windows, the amazing beaches of the island? Or should I comment on, let's say, the warmth of the people and the hospitality of them?
Now, when we talked to the mayor, I said, give me 3 things we should know about Mykonos, and the first thing he said was Delos. Well, that was very surprising. It's kind of a neighborhood, huh? But
Absolutely.
it's about 20 minutes by water taxi or so? Huh?
Just 6 miles away from here.
Yeah?
And you have the biggest archaeological site of Europe, a World Heritage Monument.
Yes, UNESCO now.
UNESCO site.
Yeah. This street that you have brought us to, this has to be a very special street.
We call it the White Lane.
White Lane.
It's the whitest street of Mykonos, still remaining residential. and keeps a little bit of the charm, let's say, of Mykonos of the 1950s and 60s.
Yes.
Actually, everything has become much more massive lately. Imagine we get about 600 cruise ship calls a year.
Cruise ships are huge, aren't they? Now, do they just come, anchor out in the harbor and come in for the day?
Yep, yep. Sometimes there could be something like 15,000 people extra to those living on the island in a day.
In a day. I remember coming here 15 or 20 years ago, and but some of it has not changed at all.
Yeah, still until nowadays, if you come in August, there's places on the island that you can be by yourself.
Thank you very much for the wonderful conversation that we've had, and what a wonderful addition you've given to our program.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
The pleasure was all mine.
Thank you.
Just a short and most enjoyable boat ride from Mykonos is the island of Delos. At one time, it was home to more than 30,000 people. Today, it's an open-air museum of the very finest Greek antiquities.
Delos, a tiny island in the center of the Cyclades Islands complex, was always under the sunlight. That is why the gods, Apollo and his sister, Artemis, Diana in English, have chosen to construct their sanctuary. Actually, Delos was an island floating on the Aegean Sea.
Huh?
When Leto, their mother, who was a lover of Zeus, was trying to find a place to deliver birth to her two children, she proposed Delos that if she accepted the birth here, that a sanctuary would be constructed, and from then on, Delos would accept all the gifts of the people that would come to worship Apollo and Artemis. So Delos was there, and she delivered birth to her two children, the twins. And now, and from that time, on Delos, a sanctuary dedicated to Apollo and Artemis, Diana, was established. This must have happened in the myth, but what happens in real life?
Well, question. Is it a myth? Are the gods a myth?
Yes, it is a myth necessary for the everyday life of the ancient Greeks.
This entire area that we are blessed to be in today goes back, these antiquities go back 2,500 years?
More or less.
More or less?
We do not know much things about that age, but we know so many things about Delos from the 9th or 8th century before Christ.
Okay.
When the sanctuary dedicated to Apollo and Artemis, Diana, was established.
So what are like the four main buildings or four main areas?
Yes, the first is the one that we stand.
Yes.
The Terrace of the Lions. All those lions were along the road that was leading from the port of Skardanas to the sanctuary, saying hello to the rising sun. Second, visitors have to visit on Delos is the heart of the sanctuary, where the Keraton altar is located and surrounded by the temples dedicated to Apollo and Diana, Artemis. Of course, we have to see the houses, the private houses that those merchants built here, which are typical examples of the ancient Greek house, as long as the theater, which was constructed in the 3rd century before Christ and was continuously reconstructed to the Hellenistic times, and the terrace of the foreign gods and deities, because the merchants brought with their gods and deities. And here was one of the places in the Mediterranean that the Greek deities, along with the foreign deities, were combined into one.
Terrific. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here, Dennis.
Thank you for the education.
For a first-time visitor to Oman, a must-visit is the famous and historic Matra Souk. Tourists and locals come together to experience the flavor and energy of the country and, of course, to shop. The owner of Aladdin City enthusiastically told us about the souk. Matra souk.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the
If
history.
you see Matra souk is first souk in Oman. For starting business also in Matra souk, because closing with Sultan's house is also for transit, is for shipping business, also starting in here in Matra souk. Because the first souk I'm thinking is about more than 300-400 years before.
How long?
About more than 300 years, because it's the first, as you see, is the Portuguese flag is a fort in here, Jalali and Mirani fort. About how many years before? 16th century, 17th century. That time it was Matra in here. It's business area because it was in here.
So this was the
Yeah,
seaport?
because it's business, because with sea, closing with sea, your business area was in Oman is here. Because all closing with sea, people is going traveling and going and coming also in here.
So if we look out at the water, what body of water is that?
Because before
is that
you,
the Gulf?
it's for also Gulf, and also you can see before is life is not like now. Life before you can see is completely different, but now it still is Matra souk, same place, not changes. And Muscat all time also was a souk in Matra, but is also that one is a main souk in Oman. I'm thinking is going main souk here, and Nezwa is because it's going main souk is for business. All time people is traveling. Because going in Sur is coming.
So this was the trading place?
Trading place, yeah.
This was the
if you
trading
come in
place.
Oman, if you're not coming in Matra souk, you not see anything about
this
Oman.
is the number
because
one?
it's a main souk in Oman.
This is
it's
the
a
number
main
one?
souk, yeah, it's a Matra souk, you're going to see a Nezwa, but it's here is all anybody coming in Oman, you need coming in Matra souk.
I see Aladdin City.
Yeah, because my famous name is my grandfather was is tell for me you making business is like it's allowed you making big business because it's coming genie is making for you more and more, making your business is more. Same that time keep it for my shop name also.
How old is the shop?
The shop is I'm studying with before was father. I'm studying about is more than 19 years. I'm do it. Before was my father. About is more 35, 37 years was my father. For myself, now alone is about is 19 years.
Always in the souk?
Yeah, same souk, same thing, everything. But before it was smaller, now it's making a little bit bigger. The creation a little bit it changes, but it's same thing, same everything. It's also is Omani heritage.
You in a good spot here, huh?
Yeah, because it's what that one is also for my how many years here is because also I'm closing with my brother because also my brother is here opposite me. Also I'm in here.
Your brother has a shop
Yeah,
as well?
also opposite from me because he's
Up on the
heritage
other side?
Yeah, other side also because together two brothers together is control.
You own the area here.
Alhamdulillah.
So tell me some of the kinds of things that you sell in the shop.
I'm selling mostly for heritage. Omani is jewelry for Oman, a handicraft for Oman, is all the book, all the map, and any what is collection with Oman. Most all the item for Oman is most handicraft for Oman.
Handicraft from Oman?
Most is for Oman, and some pieces for all Islamic, and some is all these different countries. But most famous is for me is in Oman.
I was picking up some of the jewelry, and the artwork is very delicate, Islamic.
Yeah, because it's Islamic, you can see the working is a very final work. Because Oman, with closing a long time, is closing with all these, with Basra, is also with these all these countries, Ottoman countries, and that you can see more details is Islamic, and Oman is designing also closing is looking same.
Beautiful design. Huh?
You're welcome.
You have a khanjar as
Is
well?
a dagger because it's
the dagger.
Yeah, it's Omani khanjar. It's Omani khanjar because any village to village is different shape, different designing. You can tell is half is Saidi khanjar for royal family. It's half is different Suri khanjar. It's coming for the far south Oman, the Salala, Jabalian khanjar. Also is looking a little bit different, but all is khanjar is more famous in Oman. Any time you're going in wedding, if you're going in a party, you like is going with any ministry you're meeting, you need using this one with the stick.
So it's a ceremonial
dagger. It's dagger. You can't see it because it's anywhere you're going, is in a party time, you need using is that dagger, is khanjar.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We'll go inside?
Most
Yes?
welcome.
For information about This Is America in the World, visit our website, thisisamerica.net, or our YouTube channel, This Is America TV, and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Underwriting for This Is America in the World is made possible by the Japan-America Society of Washington, D.C., the Republic of Uzbekistan, the Sultanate of Oman, the Kingdom of Morocco, the National Association for Children of Addiction, Faces and Voices of Recovery, the Forerunner Foundation, the Rotondaro Family Trust, and the Embassy Series, Uniting People Through Musical Diplomacy.